Hey tea heads, this is Don from Mayleaf. In this video, how much does terroir affect the flavour of tea? Today we're going to be doing a comparative tasting of 3 different raw Gushu pu'ers, and we're going to be asking ourselves if they taste different and how much terroir is a factor in that flavour difference. This video is going to go under the Tea Masterclasses and the Drinking with Friends playlist. If at any point in time you enjoy this video, then please give the video the thumbs up. The more thumbs in the air, the more tea videos are going to come your way. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, then go click that button. I'm here with Celine. It's a rainy Saturday in London,
yes,
but it's a good day.
It's a good day. I'm really excited because I've been waiting for today for the whole week.
Yes, so just to give you the background story, these are fresh in. These are our new 100-gram Gushu pu'er cakes, raw pu'er cakes. They arrived in about a week ago, but we've been sitting on it waiting for this moment to do a video so that we can taste them live with you. So why don't we show them to the camera? Do you want to?
Yeah, sure.
Start with Cone Bandit. So this is our dinosaur edition, our dinosaur range of Gushus. This is Cone Bandit. You can see Cone Bandit. That is from Herkai, and this is a 500-year-old Gushu tea trees, spring 2016.
Yay.
Next,
Let's do which one?
what do you choose?
I'll do this one.
Okay, this one is Pip Killer. So this one is Pip Killer. This is from Bang Pen. Bang Pen, and it's 600-year-old Gushu. Go in again.
Oh, sorry.
Just make sure they get a good chance to see it. So this is Bang Pen. Really nice, dinosaur eating fruit. And finally, we have
Bloom Buster.
Bloom Buster. So Bloom Buster completes the set. This is a Lao Banjiang. So this is a Banjiang 300-year-old, I believe. It's written on it, but I think it's 300-year-old Gushu.
Yeah.
And they're all spring 2016. And so we've selected these leaves about 4 months ago. We tasted them about 3 or 4 months ago.
Yeah.
And we did a tasting of about 20 different farmers' crops. We selected these 3 to be made into cakes. We haven't tasted them for
Like
3 months, 4 months. So
yeah.
this is exciting for us. We get to taste them finally now that they've been made into cakes. The designs on them, the dinosaur designs, have all been drawn by a very wonderful London artist. So Celine does all of the drawings. So she did all these drawings. She did the ones for Tiger Spirit and Sacred Owl. And she's been screen printing them. So she's been hard at work screen printing these papers to make our own wrappings. Right. In order to not make this video too long, I'm going to start breaking into these.
Yes.
And we're going to start to take some of these out. So I've got the pu'er tray here, or tea inspection tray here, and a little pick. So as I said, we tasted this about 4 months ago. We actually did a video on it. Do you remember? We recorded it.
Oh yeah.
But it became such a long video because it was 20 teas
epic.
that we decided
We got so tea drunk.
We decided not to post it. You know what? I'm going to do this in here. So,
I was just thinking that.
see, so
We actually Instagrammed a picture when we tasted so many Gushus. I seem to remember.
it was a good night. I remember
Yeah.
being very, very high by the end
Oh
of
my
it.
god.
20 Gushus. Maybe if there's an opportunity, I'll find some clips and we can cut them into this video.
Oh. It was so epic.
But this is really exciting because we haven't tasted this since then. But our Guy ones are about 150 ml. Normally I would recommend about 5 grams per 100 ml. So we're going to do about 7.5 grams. And we have a little weighing device here, also known as a scale. So let's see what we've got here. So as you can see, we did have our opinions about the flavours of them at the time because we kind of put little motifs in the drawings. So Cone Bandit shows the what dinosaur is that?
Oh, it's.
I'm not a dinosaur expert.
Oh, I did look
the
at
flying dinosaur. I'm sure
one.
someone's gonna write it in the comment below. That's the beautiful thing about YouTube, is that there's always people more knowledgeable than you out there. So we showed the flying dinosaur, how technical, holding an ice cream cone because we felt that the Herkai, this one, the Cone Bandit, was quite creamy in flavour. But we decided to pick out that one feature of it. Okay, so that's 7 grams of that one.
Cool.
Let's put that to the side. And then the Bloom Buster, this one here, we obviously felt that it was quite floral in taste. So we felt that this was more of a floral tea. And this is the Lao Banjiang. This is 300-year-old Lao Banjiangs. It's a really nice cake. Look at that. Oh, it's nice. It's nice. It's nice. Really, really nice.
Really
wow.
nice.
Oh, and the compression is really, really quite solid. So I have to be very careful here.
It's not that easy to compress cakes. I tried it once, and my cake was so wonky.
Oh, you did the foot. Yeah, you danced on the cake, didn't you?
I danced on the cake.
So the traditional way of compressing these cakes is using stones, molded stones that you compress the leaves in between, and then you stand on them and you wiggle, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a piece of wood on the top, and then you wiggle on it. But it's how you wiggle that gives it the right what is it, thickness? Otherwise, it's one side
compression.
thicker.
Yeah, it's all in the hips.
On the hips.
Okay. So we're going to be separating out these leaves in a second. I just want to weigh them out. So that's, again, we'll just put some of this.
You're very
A
particular.
bit too much. Well, we're going to do a comparative tasting, so I want to make sure that it's right. And finally, we've got Pip Killer. Pip Killer. So you can see that we felt this one was quite fruity because it's a dinosaur with lots of fruit in its mouth and somebody about to throw in a cherry. So Pip Killer is our final. This one is the Bung Pen, and this is the oldest one. This is 600 years old. Okay, so let's address Gushu for a second, because I know that the moment that I start to say 600-year-old, 500-year-old, there's going to be somebody out there that is going to write a comment saying, you don't know how old these trees are, this is all hype, marketing hype. Okay, so let's just say from the very beginning that we buy teas according to taste, right? If it's 100 years old or 700 years old, we always taste blind, and we always buy to taste. So it's not that we're purchasing teas that are specifically old for any particular reason. And our suppliers, or the farmers, they supply teas to us that are 100 years old, 50 years old, 300 years old. The age range is quite large. And so we select by taste, and really, I mean, you know, the age of the tea tree is an important factor. It's a majorly important factor. But if it doesn't taste good in our sampling, then it doesn't go through. We've tasted banjiangs that are supposedly even older.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
And we rejected them. So, you know, it is a little bit of a kind of it's always difficult to assess the age of the trees. We go to the plantations, we look at the size of the trunks, we trust our suppliers, I really do. I mean, we've built up relationships with our suppliers, and you know, they're very honest with us, aren't they? They say to us, oh no, that's an 80-year-old or that's 100. So it's not like they're constantly giving us 500,000, 1,500-year-old tea trees, but it just so happens that we tend in our blind tasting to pick these over others. So are they really 500, 600 years old? In our opinion, we have good confidence that they are. But at the end of the day, it's all about the taste of the tea. And if it tastes good, it's all good. Okay, so we've got 7.5 grams of each tea here. And I've forgotten which one's which. Do you remember which one's which?
Yeah, this one was the first one. Oh, sorry.
I know that this one was Pip Killer.
Well, this one was the first one, this one was the second.
Are you sure about that? Yes, you're right, because that was more compressed, yes. Okay, so that's Cone Bandit, that's Banjiang, and that's Pip Killer. Phew! Okay, so we'll be back in a second with the Gongfu Guru set up so that we can start our tasting. So here we are, we've got the 3 Gushus laid out, we've got our Gongfu Gurus here, and now we're going to taste. So you can see this is the Cone Bandit, and this is from 500-year-old tea trees and from the Herkai area. This is Bloom Buster, and this is from Lao Banjiang from 300-year-old tea trees, and this is the Pip Killer, and this is 600-year-old tea trees from Bang Pen. Now, we have tasted these before, and ideally we want to try to taste them again without preconceptions.
That's a good idea, yeah.
So we're going to try and do this blind. I'm not sure if this is going to work, but let's try. So what you're going to do, so we know this is Cone Bandit, Bloom Buster,
yeah,
and Pip Killer.
Yeah.
So if I close my eyes and you change the order,
yeah,
and then you write down the order that you've done, as in 1, 2, or 3. So just
Cone Bandit.
Okay, do it that way. Cone Bandit, Bloom Buster,
Bloom Buster. I won't remember otherwise.
and Pip Killer. Okay. So
Yeah.
I'm going to close my eyes,
Yeah.
and then you're going to mix them around.
Okay.
Okay, after you've done that, write down your numbers 1, 2, 3, which one's which, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So write the number next to the name.
Yeah.
Fold that piece of paper and put it somewhere.
Yeah.
Now you need to close your eyes now.
Oh.
So, and I need to keep my eyes closed. And then I've got guy ones here. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so I'm gonna put, are your eyes closed?
Yes.
Okay, this is a bit ridiculous, I know.
You're gonna drop it everywhere, aren't you?
Oh, I already am. Okay. Okay. You're not looking, right?
No. I'm just waiting.
Oh. Okay, so don't look, don't look, don't look.
I'm not looking.
All right, so now, right, I need to write down which one I put where. Okay, you can look. All right, so now we're both blind. We're
Yeah.
going to put these over here. They're folded up, so we don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter, but we just want to make sure that we are not coming at it with too much of a kind of idea in our head already of what it should taste like. So now we're going to brew them all at the same time. Normally when you're doing a tea tasting, we always recommend that you concentrate on one brew and you focus in and focus on the infusions. But this is about a comparative brewing. So can you start?
And also we're greedy, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is slightly larger, so maybe don't fill this one up. So.
Can I rinse it though?
Yeah. So just while she's doing that, the reason why we're talking about terroir and pu'er tea is because these three teas, they come from different village areas of the same mountain area, okay? So if you scope these teas, they are pretty much identical. The season, they're all spring picked 2016, all around the same time, early spring picked 2016. The cultivar is the Daye-Zhong Assamica cultivar, so they're the same cultivar. The origin is pretty much identical. China, then you zoom in, Yunnan, then you zoom into the Xishuangbanna area, then you zoom into the Bulang mountainous areas, and these are villages that are located in different areas on this Bulang mountain area. So pretty much identical origin, but with slightly different aspects in terms of which part of the mountain they're on and which way they're facing. Picking and processing is identical. It's all done by the Bulang tribes and the producers in that area. So they all have very, very similar production techniques. If you're interested in how they produce pu'er, I'll put a link in the description for a video on how to make they make pu'er the traditional way. So the scope is pretty much identical. Elevation, they're pretty much the same altitude. In fact, the only one is the Banjiang is maybe about 200 meters more. They're all about the Cone Bandit and the Pip Killer is around 1,400, 1,500 meters, so high altitude, and the Banjiang is maybe 1,700 meters. So, a few hundred meters difference. In other words, these teas are pretty much identical in all ways of production, the way that it's made, the area of the world that it's grown in. The only real differences are the very minute differences in the aspects of that mountain area.
Yeah.
And this is where we start to get into terroir, because with wines, you have different wines and you can have a field that's next to another field, and that field is just much more expensive than another field.
That's true.
Because of the fact that it's just got the perfect set of microclimate, the way that the sun hits, maybe it's north facing or northwest facing, maybe the soil is slightly different. So all those concepts of terroir, the concepts of how the minutiae of detail of just the area, that the particular field that it's grown in has an effect on the flavour. And we were amazed when we did our first tastings of the 20, of how much difference there was between those 20.
Yeah.
And they were all kind of from Yunnan province, but this is from the same mountain area. This is from the same mountains, basically.
It's mad.
It's crazy, but hopefully we're going to still taste the difference. You know, we did this 4 months ago, so hopefully we'll still taste the difference. Is this still wash or is this taste?
No, this is taste.
And do you know which one's
so
which?
This one was there's more water in there, so I left it a bit longer, you probably noticed. But these two I let it...
Okay, so let's just make sure we don't mix them up. So this is number 1, yes?
Yeah, this is this one, and this is this one.
Okay, so let's taste. Which one do you want to start with? Start with 1, start with 3.
Maybe start with 3.
Oh, really? Okay.
Why not?
It's a bit left field, but all right. So start with 3.
Yeah.
We have no idea which one this is, but we will find out. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh.
I'm so excited.
Oh, that's so good.
That is really good.
Reminds me a bit of an oolong.
Oh, okay.
In some ways.
The creaminess of an oolong.
Yeah.
It's okay. Texture, I would say medium bodied, quite thick. Really gorgeous smoothness about it. It's very smooth. But I think it's more flowery. I love that.
It's beautiful.
It's very
so
light,
nice.
it's very bright, I would say it's got some jasmine notes to it.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit of kind of floral, you know.
Like ideally I'd want to have another one, just because I feel like it's got a lot to give.
Yeah.
You know?
Why don't we do the gamut and then we'll go back to it.
Yeah.
Well, let's do all of them. So this is number 2.
Yeah.
You've got to remember all of this. So this is number 2. Let's see if it's different first of all.
Smells good.
Wow, it smells very different. Oh
my god, that's so different.
Much stronger, right? The
Yeah.
minerality on this one is definitely deeper. It's giving me more. So this one's very smooth, very smooth and lubricating. This one's giving me the dryness. It's gripping me a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it in my throat. I'm feeling that grip that comes from usually
Like-
slightly older.
Like minerally.
Yeah. And I'm waiting to see if it transforms, and it is starting to transform into a sweetness already. Yes, it's starting to
It's
transform
definitely
now.
more rocky than this one. This one's definitely very floral in comparison to that. Definitely more rocks and...
But juiciness,
The
a
juicy,
juiciness,
yeah.
a fruitiness to it that I think is you know when you drop like vitamin C, you know those vitamin C tablets.
Yeah.
You know those orange fizzy vitamin C tablets.
Yeah.
That kind of orangey, zesty.
Yeah.
There's
Fizzles.
something zesty in it that's really nice. I think.
That's true, you know. It's
Right.
definitely,
I want to taste more of everything.
So do
But
I.
finish what you
Sorry.
have. This is really hard because it's you just want to keep going with each one. But let's just try
So
and
interesting.
get an overview, a snapshot of them. Oh wow.
Again, so different. It's gonna swear it. So different. Yeah, it's like super. Okay, for me, this is super creamy.
Yeah.
Super creamy.
It's got the creaminess.
That's crazy.
But what is the creaminess? It's not cream.
Because
No, I tell you what I'm thinking. Brown bread ice cream.
brown bread ice
Yeah,
cream.
have you ever had brown bread ice cream?
I don't think I've ever had a
brown bread ice cream. That's what I'm thinking of. Since she's never had it, she can't have any reference anyway.
Have you guys had brown bread ice cream?
I'm sure
I'm intrigued.
If you've never had brown bread ice cream, it's great. Brown bread ice cream is nice because you get this kind of rich nuttiness to it. It's not just creamy. It's got that nutty darkness to it.
I want bloody brown bread ice cream.
No swearing.
Sorry.
Yeah. Brown bread ice cream. Should we
if
brew,
it tastes
brew
like
again?
that, that's pretty amazing. Yeah.
Obviously, the ideal thing is to sit down and do a proper tasting of each one. But we wanted to do a comparative one just so you can understand our feeling on the differences between them.
I'm so happy because they're so different. Like how I remember them being different. What?
Try that. Now the tea is really revealing itself. Now it's super flowery, right? And the minerality is coming through it as well. But you're getting this real chalky, dry rock and jasmine.
Jasmine, lilacs. It's really like...
I would be amazed if that's not Bloombuster. Okay, let's try this one again.
Yes.
So this one...
I have no idea which one is my favourite.
But you don't have to pick a favourite. That's the great thing.
That's true.
Cheers. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Second infusions are always better. So what flavours are you getting?
Yeah, it's orangey. It's definitely that orangey.
It really is orangey. It's
like you were saying,
orangey.
that kind of fizzy vitamin C.
It's really orangey. So you know how young Gushu is really appley?
Actually, it still has some of the appleness.
Yeah?
Yeah, but more of that orangey, zesty...
It's not just the zest though. It's zest, but it's also actually just like sticking your nose and smelling orange juice in a glass. Okay.
Okay, wait.
Next one.
Okay.
So basically we're saying that this is creamy, right? Because we already know that, well, anyway.
Let's just see.
Clear your mind.
Clear your mind.
Because this does have a little bit of fruit in it. It's not completely creamy. It definitely has a juiciness to it.
I think it's the fact that it fills your mouth with just silk. And that's why it's like creamy. That's why that's the first thing that comes to you. But it definitely has a bit of floral, a bit of fruity. But it's that overwhelming thing is the creaminess. But it has a lot to give in terms of flavour.
Oh, they all do. They're all real powerhouses in terms of teas. I mean, I love them all. I think for me, this one is the most different because it's more floral than these ones. These ones are a little bit closer for me. What do you think?
No, I don't agree.
You think that those are...
I think they're so different to each other.
I know they are all different,
Yeah.
but but I would say that the profile of this is even further removed. I agree that they do. Okay, close your eyes. Close your eyes.
Oh. Oh, no, I'm getting
Close your eyes.
tested.
Okay. All right. So remember number 1 and number 2, and just smell. Okay, smell that one.
I can't smell it. Wait, let me hold it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, smell that one. Don't look yet. Don't look.
Okay.
Okay. And then smell. Okay, forget that. We'll just do these two. Okay,
Yeah.
so open your eyes.
Yeah.
Which one would you say out of the two
Yeah.
was the fruitiest one?
The second one.
She's good. She's good.
This is my smirky face.
Well done. Congratulations. Okay, we have fresh supplies of water. So let's do the third infusion and then we'll come up with our little conclusions if we have any.
I don't even need to see the paper. Like, I'm so
You're really
sure.
confident, aren't you? Anyway, it's not about that, but you know, the real point of this video, I guess, is that even the same tea, the same type,
Yeah.
the same everything,
Yeah.
the same production method, but just different areas of the same mountain produces different types of tea in terms of flavor. You get a difference in the aromatics, you get a difference in the body, you get a difference, you know, in the whole experience of drinking the tea. And that is why those tea heads out there, and you know who you are obsessed with raw pu'ers. They're obsessed, you know, it's probably the most tea geekery of all
Yeah.
the teas out there.
I get ya.
Because, you know, you can hunt around and find different mountainous areas, different
Amazing.
villages, all producing different things, and then it changes every year. So you've just got an endless amount of discovery to do, and then not even taking into account the fact that you can age it, and then it will change even more in different ways depending on how you age it. The permutations are almost endless, and therefore you can go into full-on geek mode and become completely obsessed just about one tea type.
I love it.
What I love the most about drinking pu'ers, raw pu'ers, is the gun.
Yeah.
Is this sweetness that I have now in my mouth, and it's not a sweetness which is just coming from the sides of my mouth. It's actually coming from my throat. You know.
Yeah.
It coats the aromatics, minerals, whatever it is, whatever that good stuff is. It's coating my throat, and that is just rising, and I'm getting it breathing out through my nose, and just tasting it rising from my throat. There's that horrible Chinese expression. Well, the translation is horrible anyway. Lingering throat charm.
Oh yeah.
So I have some lingering throat charm going on at the moment. Let's start with this one.
Yeah.
Let's start with Cone
so
Buster. Cone Bandit, not Cone Buster.
Cheers.
That's how confident. It's very thick now. It's really thickening up.
Oh, that's true actually. Should I show?
Yeah, you can try without spilling it.
Dun dun dun.
Don't
Can you
move,
see?
don't move, stay still. Okay, yeah, got it.
Super thick.
Yeah, it's quite thickened. But in the mouth, it still has a refreshment. Now I'm getting a slight fruitiness to it, but it's a different to this. This one's more orangey. Yeah. This one's like green grapes, you know, like not the acidity, but the sweetness of a green grape.
Yeah.
With that brown bread ice cream creaminess.
It's so good. I always feel when I drink Gushu that I don't need to snack on. I should snack on something because of the high kind of thing. But I feel like it gives me enough in my mouth that I don't need to.
It's very substantial.
Yeah.
It's a substantial tea.
Yeah.
It's satisfying tea.
Yeah. So
it definitely knocks other cravings out. Sorry, I always rush. But you know, these guys have got things to do. People to see. They can't just sit and watch us all day drinking tea.
True.
I actually want to say something though. You know, I want to say thank you to everybody out there that writes comments.
True.
Because we love reading the comments. You know,
so cool.
This is our late night activity. We work all day, but check out the comments at night. So thank you for writing comments, and it's so nice that we have a bit of a community that's starting to happen down in the comments section below. We try to answer as often as we can. Bear with us. So
thanks for sharing your experience.
Really, thank you. And share some experiences. It'd be nice to hear your experiences with Gushu PuErh, with raw Gushu, raw pu'ers. Some good, some bad. Maybe you were disappointed. Maybe somebody was selling you something that was meant to be 1,000 years old and tasted pretty weak. You know, let us know your experiences. Yeah. This one's the heavyweight.
Yeah.
This one's the power hitter.
Yeah.
This one comes at you and just, it hits you with this bitterness that transforms. It's like a rising bitterness. You get this bitterness that rises and you're like, oh, is it going to be too much? And then it turns into sweetness.
Yeah.
That transformation is
so
just
good.
so good about it. It's got the taste of an older tree. It's got more minerality. It's got more of that bitterness. But you get that reward, the reward of that sweetness and that hui gan, that rising, lingering throat charm is really, really strong.
Yeah.
The force is strong in this one.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
She didn't get the reference.
Of course I got the reference.
Last taste of the Bloom Buster. We would be really embarrassed if we're wrong. How embarrassed would we be?
You know what? I don't even care because they're so good that I'm like, even if you get it wrong, oh well.
What flowers is it? What flowers?
I'm still waiting for the other one to linger.
It's something else.
So good.
It's something else.
Okay.
You know that thing where you know a taste, but you can't. It doesn't come onto the tip of your tongue, and you've got to sit And normally this is when I sit for about 2 hours, isn't it? With my nose in the leaves trying to get it.
It is a flower.
It's a flower.
It's a very specific flower.
Last chance.
What is it? I'm really, honestly, I'm sorry because I'm not very good at finding
I know what it is.
perfect words.
I know what it is.
What is it?
I don't know the name of them.
Oh.
There's these flowers in Thailand that have these have the very particular petal structure. I think they're called frangipan.
That's the one my mum really likes. They're kind of yellow inside.
Yeah.
And they like twist.
Yeah,
Like
they've got
Asian
a very
flowers.
particular Asian flower.
Yeah.
Like, is it It's not frangipan. No,
It's similar to that though.
Again, we're doing really well here today. It's a Saturday. It's been a long week. Bear with us. I'm sure that somebody knows, but we'll try and work it out and we'll put it in the comments section below. But it's a particular flower that's Southeast Asia. That's very sweet, but very almost
Very
a little
fragrant.
bit zesty,
Yeah.
like a kind of grapefruit flower.
Yeah,
or
it's
you know,
true.
it's got that kind of slight
It's
zest
true.
to it.
And doesn't it have a bit of a orchid smell to it?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it does, yeah.
Basically, very flowery. All right, so shall we check that we're right? Let's just check that we're right. So,
Ding, 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 ding.
not that it really matters. So,
I don't even know how to work this out.
nor do I. I'm just going to show it to the camera. All right, so
Okay.
that means that that Bloombuster was number 1 here, and
Yeah.
I moved number 1. I moved number 1 to number 3. So 1 to number 3. So yes, it is Bloombuster. We were right.
Yay! High five.
Okay, so then number 2 is Pip Killer, and I put 2 into 2. Yeah, I put 2 into 2, so that's Pip Killer. So we were right. So that is the old one. This is the 600-year-old
It makes
tea
sense.
tree. That's
It
the
really
300.
does.
That's a 500. That's the one we called Pip Killer because we felt it was fruity. And then therefore that is the Herkai or the Cone Bandit, which has slightly more creamy notes. But I don't want
Yeah.
people to get confused. It's not going. Don't expect this to be a Jin Xuan.
No.
Don't expect it
No,
to
no,
be
no.
like a very milky creamy.
Yeah.
It's still got the some fruity notes. It's still got,
Exactly.
but it's just got a little bit more of a smooth, creamy edge to
It's
it.
still Gushu. It just has a more of a, creaminess. Yeah.
And the sweetness in my mouth is
Oh my
intense. It's amazing.
It's
It's
there.
really, really, really lovely.
It's there.
So there you go. 3 Gushus from the same mountain, tasting different just according to the different villages and different aspects on the mountain that they were grown and produced. Wonderful stuff. We'll put the links for these teas down below. We're going to keep drinking. I'm starting to feel a bit...
I was just thinking that. I was like, I'm definitely feel more relaxed
Well,
and giggly than
Because
before.
we've been drinking on an empty stomach. We haven't eaten anything.
Oh,
so
yeah.
the day is starting well. Anyway, that's it, tea heads. If you made it to the end of this video, then please give the video the thumbs up. Check out our YouTube playlist and let us know if there are any videos that you would like us to make. If you're ever in London, then come visit us in Camden to say hi and taste our wares. If you have any questions or comments, then fire them over. Other than that, I'm Don May. This is Celine from Mayleaf. Thank you for being a part of the revelation of true tea. Stay away from the tea bags. Keep drinking the good stuff and spread the word because nobody deserves bad tea. Bye.
Bye.
Let's keep drinking.
Yeah.